You ever wonder how that smartphone you ordered online just shows up at your door? Or how your favorite soda is somehow in a giant supermarket, a tiny corner store, and that random vending machine down the hall? Well, it's not magic. It's actually a hidden journey that every single product takes. And today, we're going to uncover it.
I mean, it really does seem like magic, right? You just kind of expect it to be there, wherever you are. But the truth is, it's a whole lot more interesting than magic.
It's not some happy accident that puts a can of Coca-Cola within your reach pretty much anywhere on Earth. Nope. Every single step of that product's journey was planned out, meticulously.
It's all part of a powerful and often totally invisible strategic design. This is the system that works behind the scenes, the one that can make or break even the absolute best products, long before you or I ever see them.
And this whole design is built on something we call marketing channels. This is the secret path, that hidden journey every product takes to get from the factory floor right into your hands.
So, what exactly is a marketing channel? Well, think of it just like that, a path, a route that a product travels. See, most companies don't sell stuff directly to you. Instead, they use a whole network of partners, or what we call intermediaries, to get the job done.
And why would they do that? Well, just think about it for a second. Imagine if Coca-Cola had to personally deliver every single can to every single person who wanted one. It would be an absolute logistical nightmare. It's so much smarter to rely on wholesalers and retailers to get their products out there. That's the real power of a channel system, massive efficiency.
Now, the really smart companies, they take this whole idea a step further. They don't just think about one channel. They build an entire value network. This is the whole shebang. From the company that supplies the aluminum for the can to the distributor who stocks the shelves, all of them working together. The company that made the old Palm handhelds was amazing at this. They coordinated this whole ecosystem of suppliers and resellers and even software developers, all to make their product that much better.
And this quote, man, it just nails the way business works today. It's not just Apple versus Samsung anymore. It's Apple's entire universe of suppliers, developers, and retail stores versus Samsung's entire universe. The stronger your network, the better you're going to do. It's as simple as that.
Okay, so you might be thinking, all right, so these channel partners, their only job is to move a product from point A to point B, but they actually do so much more than just move boxes.
You'd probably be surprised at all the different hats these partners wear. For starters, they're on the front lines, gathering crucial info about what customers want. They're promoting products with in-store displays, they're negotiating prices, they even take on a huge financial risk by buying up inventory. And yeah, of course, they also manage getting the physical stuff to the right place.
You gotta see it as a dynamic, two-way street. Sure, there's a forward flow, the goods moving toward the customer. But just as important, there's a backward flow of information, of orders, and yeah, payments, moving from the customer all the way back to the producer. It's like a constant conversation.
So, if this is all by design, how does a company like Nike or Apple actually decide which paths to take? It's not random. It all starts with designing that perfect path for their product.
And the very first step, it starts with you. Seriously, it's all about analyzing what you, the customer, actually want. Marketers have a fancy term for this, service output levels. But it's simple stuff, really. Like, do you want to buy one pen at a time or a whole box of 100? That's lot size. Do you need it tomorrow or can you wait a week? That's waiting time. How important is it that you can just find it at a store right around the corner? Spatial convenience. The answers to these questions are what shape the entire strategy.
Okay, so based on what customers need, a company picks its game plan. For something like chewing gum, the goal is what we call intensive distribution. You want to get it literally everywhere. For a high-end luxury brand like Gucci, though, it's the total opposite, exclusive distribution. You severely limit where people can buy it to build up that prestige. And then, smack in the middle, you've got selective distribution. This is for brands, say, like furniture makers, who want to be in some good stores, but not just any old store.
But here's the thing. Designing the perfect channel, that's just step one. The real work, the ongoing challenge, is managing all those relationships and trying to keep everyone in that channel happy.
And this is where something called channel power comes into play. A brand that's super powerful and in demand like Gillette can pretty much tell retailers what to do. They can get the best shelf space, special promotions, all that good stuff. That power is absolutely crucial for a smooth partnership.
Of course, relationships are not always perfect, right? All these partners, they have their own goals. And, sometimes those goals clash.
Conflict can pop up in a couple of key ways. First, you've got vertical conflict. That's between different levels in the same channel. Think of General Motors arguing with its own car dealers over pricing. Then you've got horizontal conflict, which is between members at the same level, like two McDonald's franchisees that are too close to each other fighting over the same lunch crowd.
And a huge one today is multi-channel conflict. This is what happens when a company's different channels end up competing with each other. A classic example is when Goodyear started selling its tires through Walmart. Well, its massive network of independent dealers, the guys who built the brand, they were furious. And you can see the problem, right? Goodyear got this incredible reach through Walmart, but it came at the cost of ticking off their most loyal partners. Now, I know we've been talking about these giant corporations, but these ideas aren't just for the big guys. Let's look at a super practical example of how a small business can make a really smart move here.
So let's meet Sarah. She starts her own business, Crafted Creations, selling handmade pottery right from her website. That's a simple, direct channel. But she wants to grow, so she uses a selective strategy and partners with a few cool, high-end local boutiques. But, multi-channel conflict. The boutiques complain that her online prices are lower than theirs. So what does she do? It's brilliant. She creates an exclusive line of pottery that you can only get through her boutique partners. Boom. Conflict solved, and now both her online and offline sales are stronger.
Sarah's story really shows us that this isn't some abstract business school theory. Having a smart approach to your marketing channels is absolutely vital for success, whether you're Coca-Cola or a one-person startup making pottery in your garage. So the next time you pick something up at a store or get a package delivered, just take a second. Think about that incredible, invisible journey it took to get to you. Think about that complex web of partnerships and strategic decisions that made it happen. It's a pretty cool reminder that behind every simple purchase, there's a truly fascinating story.